space, and we're recording. So, the comic I'm talking about is, hey, we're three white guys with decently moderate opinions on everything. You know what that means? Yeah, we're starting a podcast.
Oh my gosh.
You tell me that's a lie with every podcast you've ever heard.
I mean, I don't listen to podcasts. I just show up to them.
But anyways.
I only know how to do search engine optimization.
So, Wolfletech,
Aye.
our tech guy, creates the optimization and makes sure we're on every single platform. Me! And tell stories.
A lot of stories.
Me, the guy who said, hey, let's start a podcast. And now I just exist here and they use my equipment at my house because I apparently have the best mic that I bought off a friend for 40 bucks.
Or more.
It was actually worth 120, so I made a fucking great bargain.
Okay, Cloud.
That was not clout, that is an actual deal.
You're full of yourself.
Or it might be the fact that, like,
This
I
is
live
how
with my mom.
the podcast
So I
is
don't-
going to go.
What?
FYI.
Where else could we film? I live with my mom.
Wolfletech lives with his parents too. I'm the first one in my own
You're
house.
the only one with your own place.
For now.
For now. Wolfletech,
I'm working on it.
I cannot wait to see the Wolfle pad.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy, IBM computers. Yay.
Oh god.
Floppy drive. Woo.
Wolfletech, why do you have 16 VCRs? They stopped working at some point.
Because this one records to this one. Actually, that was a true conversation.
Well, I'm
There's
going to
chips
actually
all
sit
over
down.
the floor from our last panel.
Yeah.
Our panel.
There's chips,
That
there's
just shows that they
popcorn,
didn't have
they
it.
don't clean these rooms. So,
Alright.
the popcorn wasn't, then the popcorn showed up somehow.
It was,
Yeah,
it was an
You guys only had chips.
Yeah, we just had chips.
Oh, the popcorn was the.
We were doing
it
hot
was a
sauce
movie night
challenge.
after.
Yeah, there was a movie night afterwards.
Yeah.
I hope they enjoyed those.
I hope they enjoyed Food Fight, because that movie's god
By
awful.
the way, you want
That was they watched.
you want this to be towards you
Okay.
and Cinder because you both are equally loud. I
not
get my
gonna-
own microphone because I am not as loud as you two.
Yeah, we're pretty freaking
We
loud.
literally have a problem. So, I guess while we're getting this going, I will tell you how we record these podcasts. So, I will pull up my computer chair, which Atty ends up sitting in half the time, one of my kitchen chairs, and then Wolfletech will be 3 feet lower on a beanbag.
Because
now,
I
if
can't
you listen
break
to
it.
our audio because it's omnidirectional from one mic, you will notice, especially if you have surround sound headphones, he sounds lower. He will take up the bottom half of one of your mics, while we will be the
Okay.
full of another side.
So we were experimenting when we first started off. So one of the episodes is literally Chewy and I on the Yeti microphone, which is stereo. And one of the episodes, so you hear me in the left channel and you hear him in the right channel.
Awful.
The idea, and I actually listened to it, it sounds great in a car because it sounds like there's two people having a conversation in the back seat.
Anywhere else, no.
Headphones, it sounds like people are talking next to you.
No.
But then I learned that makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of thing you plug into someone's headphones when you're on the airplane.
I want to just do a video that's the omnidirectional. That's just Chewy going "Neum" and walking around the mic, and that's just the video. It's like 30 seconds of me going "Neum,
D
neum."
audio.
Just Neum ASMR.
And then we're gonna plug that into someone's noise canceling headphones after they fall asleep.
On repeat, just Neum, Neum.
Tell that stupid joke
Which one?
about the planes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you gotta do the what do we want?
What do we want?
Low flying aircraft noises.
When do we want them?
Neum.
Nobody laughs, but I still love that show.
That one is like giggling for. So we're still going, but I'm going with him getting set up. So I just want to tell more funny stories. So remember when the It's Free Real Estate guy was super popular?
It's from Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show.
So during that time, it was MFF 2018, I believe. 2018.
Do I know this story?
No, but you know the people.
Okay.
So there was a friend of mine who was at it, and we just literally walked into each other. We randomly were chatting, and I leaned in, and at the exact same fucking time, we both whispered, "It's free real estate."
I didn't know this mic actually worked.
Hey now,
You're welcome.
now.
You're an all-star.
You don't need another Shrek.
Okay, here's a
Love
legitimate
Shrek
issue.
Fest.
When we get new mics, we just start ASMRing, and it's
Oh my god.
kind of weird. If you've noticed in our videos, sometimes we'll just go, "Hey now, Hey, now come on, let's get real careful right here, yeah.
Hello, welcome to the
Stop,
podcast.
please.
Today we're going to talk about
Like,
various
please.
subjects.
Wolfletech is uncomfortable by ASMR.
Because I can hear it in my ears right now.
Welcome to my grandfather eating peanut butter for 2 hours.
Okay, so honestly, if we're talking about favorite videos of dumb shit like that, my favorite is a dude reviewing scotch while his wife packs up to leave him.
No, okay, my favorite video of all time is Fuck You Baltimore.
That was great.
Have you guys seen that video, Fuck You Baltimore? Yes!
Fuck you, Baltimore!
It's so good!
I'm trying to think of one. Wolfletech's still getting stuff set up, so this is literally shitpost time, but this is what you don't hear.
No, this is literally
So there
this
is-
what we talk about.
Well,
No, it's
but there's
not.
a 12-minute point between the start of an episode
yeah.
where, you know how there's usually a bit before the actual intro? This is what we just start talking about. And it makes him furious.
Well,
Excuse me, furious.
Furry.
Has my permission to smack it.
No, not you.
Has my permission to smack you.
I always have that
Veto.
permission.
Yeah,
It's in the contract.
he doesn't exercise that right, though.
I can just lock him out of my house.
I'm not gonna go there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We're gonna key me.
Audacity, please hold.
Oh, yeah, we got
Loading. It began to frozen. Eddie, you need to lean into the mic more.
Windows update?
Nope, ran those last night.
Eddie, bad. Yeah, Wolfletech before everything, he's like, okay, we have an hour before the panel. I'm closing down everything and updating everything so that this doesn't happen.
And then it breaks because it's
Alright.
Windows.
Surprisingly, it worked fine.
Who was here last night for the, we gave Chewy a mic?
That was a disaster. We're sorry.
So the Adobe one literally happens to me every single day at work because I've got the first computer that all the updates go to, and then I have to approve them to go out to other computers. So it's like, Adobe, hey, hi again.
Howdy, neighbor. Would you like to update? I was well, fellow human.
I'm doing it anyway.
Do you skateboard?
Skateboards? Oh. Why do we have
Wolf
3
attacks.
cameras?
Don't ask.
Precaution.
Mine, his, not mine.
Very uncomfortable.
Well, look at it this way. This one goes on my channel. That one goes on Fluffed.
Well,
I don't know where that one goes.
Word of advice, always have a backup audio
Dark web.
source.
Also, Falco,
Backup
that thing
audio
maxes
source.
out at 30 minutes. Can you check it every so often to make sure it doesn't go over and
There's
just
no way
restart
you
the
can fix
recording?
that?
I cannot. I've tried.
Oh dear Lord.
Literally just goes, oh, 30 minutes, we're done. Dude, I'm trying to fucking film some shit here. Oh yeah, this is 18 plus. I know it doesn't say it, but we did
Yeah.
tell
It
them
does
to
say on
please mark.
Is it online?
It does say it on the website.
Okay.
So, none of you look like you have baby faces, and I really don't fucking care.
You say a lot of naughty words, a lot of naughty
He tried to make it not explicit, and then I just realized if I say fuck twice during a podcast, it gets marked.
We
So
get 1 fuck because it's PG-13.
Their goal is literally to have me put the mature flag on
Make
the podcast
Wolfletech
software.
say fuck 2020.
So, heck,
he's gotten close. He'll say heck.
We give 0 fucks.
Good.
Are we like officially recording?
I am making sure it's the right audio levels as I get the.
Guys, we're actually gonna start. It's not gonna sound much different though.
Yeah, no, we just say an intro.
Wait, can we peer pressure him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why do you want to peer pressure me now?
We just need
Like,
to chant, just say fuck.
That'll be great. Remember this this episode, Wolfletech has an extra mic. It does get uploaded to. Like, the reason we're getting Audacity stuff, this will be uploaded
Yeah, it's
as a
not on our
podcast
normal
episode.
podcast.
we're doing it live.
That would be the perfect time to get out of our.
Exactly. If you guys can get him to say fuck during the live one, this is a win.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna check an
I
audio
now know
thing
what our
real
title,
quick.
what my intro will be.
1 second.
Don't you poke at me. I see you. Don't point at me. Say it to my face.
Go say it.
Come on, come say what you want to say.
Hey, heads up, I have no idea
Come
how
on.
loud this will be. So.
Come on. What do you want to say? Come here. Come here.
Speak your words, Jazzy man.
Speak your words, police dog. Get your ass
I'll
up
take
here.
you to the slammer.
Okay. Okay.
Hell yeah.
We're not supposed to do the intro actually live.
Is that our intro?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to our podcast in
No.
ages.
Listen, it's really daunting listening to your own voice. Trust me, it gets weird when I video edit.
By the
It's
way,
like, who the fuck is this stupid asshole?
that
Anytime I'm not at a podcast session, you guys record for like 2 hours.
yep.
So that's why I don't watch them. I'm like,
So
Yo.
anyway,
I don't listen to him.
that was actually the outro. So that just proves how much you guys actually listen to our own podcast.
If you don't know, I help with the recordings, he does the editing, and he does art.
Yeah.
I just hang out. I'm not even
Hey.
in the logo.
And we told you could, and then you said you're too lazy to fix
Yeah,
it.
because I have to draw it. They're like, I have a logo of just them, and they're like, why didn't you add yourself? I'm like, because I have to do that.
Oh, more artwork for free? Oh.
Pay me to draw myself,
All right.
then we'll talk.
That's like an ultimate artist power move. Like I'm thoroughly like I mean,
me in that picture? You better show me.
like I'm thoroughly impressed by like furry porn artists who is like, oh, you want my character in it? This costs you money. Why'd you cut my mic? Did you? No, you didn't. It just lowered its sensitivity. Turn up the
Guess we
gain,
gotta
mother.
be louder.
Dude, seriously, I was just trying to even it out, and then you just completely did the opposite.
Blow out Wolfletech's ears 2020.
Make you
All right.
mad.
Can I go back to talking about furry porn artists?
Sure.
I'm always thoroughly impressed by artists like that who are like, oh, you want a picture of yourself fucking my character? That'll be an extra $50, motherfucker, and I'll enjoy this bit.
I don't do like the art with Atty anymore because I've gotten some weird requests that it's like it's implied that it's fetishy. They're like, oh, Atty, can I do a picture of me transforming you into blah blah? I'm like, no, because even if it's innocent, no.
Okay,
It's not innocent in the long run.
Make sure to still project.
are we good?
I'm very loud.
Lost my dick now.
Okay. So, yeah.
My dick fell off.
One day I was just chilling out and just fucking popped off, ran away. I blame the leprechauns.
I lost my wiener.
Are we ready?
Oh, I figured out. Okay, hold on. There
See, we gave Wolfletech a control panel so that he'll pay attention to something besides our antics.
Oh, that's really loud.
Oh, fuck.
He was like talk.
That's because I noticed that this
He
was
maxes it out hard.
I'll max you out hard.
So this is the bit you don't see about a podcast.
Yeah, there's a lot of audio work to this, and mixer.
And it still doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
One of our episodes is literally called New Location, Same Audio Problems.
Yeah, that was at my house actually.
Then we did one where I recorded it on that camera in a jacuzzi. God, that sounded like shit.
All right, we should be good. So
Okay,
doing
welcome to Fluffed Up Live, a show for furries by furries that will make Wolfletech say fuck by the end of this episode.
hold on, I have to do something now.
Do.
I remember this from heart. Just FYI.
That's because you're the only one that listens to it.
Yep,
It
because I
helps
have
him
to
sleep
listen.
at night. Oh,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Now, Atty, would you like to tell us more about your weird porn requests?
no. Hi, people listening. We are live at FurSquared right now. We have a whole audience. Audience, say hello.
Wow, I'm impressed they actually peeked it out.
Sweet.
Well, now we're actually live, but not much is really going to change from the
We
pre-show.
worked so hard on getting things set up. I don't think we actually planned subject material.
Literally, logistics is 90% of it. So, we're going to make it up as we go, much like life. So, let's begin with the con so far.
Oh yeah.
This is FurSquared, a con held in a hotel convention center that feels a little too small for how big we're getting, but we still make it work.
Yeah, I think it's a good size.
So, Atty,
What?
horrors have you subjected yourself to so far?
Nothing, but like whenever I suit, people keep giving me stuff. That's why I got my bag. I got 2. Has anybody found any of those Easter eggs? Yeah, I have 2, but not because I found them, but because people are like, take one, Atty, I found it, and I'm like, thank
Well,
you.
hello.
Oh,
Another Wolfletech entered the room.
Wolfletech
Player
is
two
into
has
chat.
entered the game.
You know, I needed help with technology about 15 minutes ago. Where were you?
Now, mind you, both of these episodes will have, if you're watching on a audio-based platform, will be live on my channel and on the Fluffed Up channel on YouTube. So there'll be visual things like a random Wolfletech walking in the scene.
By the way, I loved when other people wear my suit and then getting the story of, like, hey, I told you this. I'm just like, what? I'm like, yeah, you were suiting about 30 minutes ago. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I did pressure him into coming here.
I walked past a few times and I'm like, that's not Wolfletech. I know Wolfletech's
So-
plump tummy.
there's actually a story. The person who said this, I believe, is in the room. Yep, there he is. He was just like, oh, hi, Wolflet. That's not Wolfletech. It doesn't have a belly. Yeah, thanks, Ricky.
So far this con, including my panel, I've had to eat. I did cupcake roulette.
Yeah.
Now, cupcake roulette is a game where you're given like 40 cupcakes. Half of them are good, half of them are bad, and I think two are iffy.
Like
One was black licorice, and the other was something that's like, oh, you might like this, you might not. And I was really lucky for 90% of it. Like, I think I got only 3 bad ones, and one of them wasn't bad. It was like a mustard
the fact that
sauce.
you almost threw up is all I needed.
So I had like, oh, good cupcake, good cupcake, good cupcake. We're to the last cupcakes, and I get a kimchi cupcake. Now I'm like wondering, oh, I wonder if there's. I sniff it, and I almost throw up just from that. And I'm like, I have to put this in my mouth.
It's so funny. Scarlett, his wife, mentioned. She's like, I wonder if there's a kimchi one up there. I like kimchi.
Literally, as soon as it touched my tongue, my gag reflex activated.
Oh, I wish I had my camera.
And it was like, oh no, oh no. And then like right after that, I was forced to split a tartar sauce one, and cause my like stomach was already like nope, it was like you can't deal with this one even. And I like tartar sauce. And then immediately after that, we did peppers, and one of the relief options was tartar sauce. And I almost threw up again.
There's a reason why for that.
I know there's a reason why. It doesn't stop the fact that my gag reflex would have activated.
I went to Cupcake Roulette and I saw how bad it was. So I was like, hey, I have to go to Quick Trip
Fuck
still.
you.
Tartar sauce.
Now, just because that was bad doesn't mean I won't do it again. That panel was great, and I got to eat so many cupcakes I didn't need to pay for
I
dinner.
got to eat the leftovers of the cupcakes.
Even the bad ones.
Yeah, I ate the mustard one. I could never do that panel.
It was really not that. The mustard one wasn't that bad. There's like
Dude,
most of them weren't bad. There's like bad ones where it's like, it's not supposed to be sour, but it's not horrible. And then there's ones where you put them to your tongue and you start vomiting.
it just messes with your brain. I'm like, that's not what cupcake is supposed to taste like. You're like, but it's got the frosting on top still, so it's
Yeah.
just like,
Oh, cupcake. Whoa, whoa.
yeah.
But it's like you go into it not expecting anything, and then like half of the cupcakes that you've eaten like are all like, oh, this one's jelly. This one is black taffy, and someone's like, oh, thank God I didn't get that one, and I'm eating it. I'm like, this is great. I love black licorice.
But there's a few panels here that like I never miss, and cupcake roulette.
Yeah, cupcake roulette.
If you guys haven't gone to cupcake,
It's one of
roulette,
those that will make you like just spend your money because you're having fun.
How much did they raise? Like 400?
$400 some. So for
440.
yeah. So how this panel works is for $1 you can find out what's in the cupcake they're about to eat, so you can kind of get that pre like celebration going. For $5 you can pass it to the next person. For
$10 you get to pick who it goes to. For 20,
they eat it whole.
No,
no,
for 20 you
they
split
share.
it in half with someone else, and then
And
for 50 they have to put the whole thing in their mouth.
And for the 20, it was all Lady in the Tramping, where
Yeah, it was a
they
lot.
they just put it between them and
A lot of faces were touching.
there was a lot of kissing. It was really funny because one of the panelists was like 90% blind, so it was like reaching out for a cup, and people kept paying him to do splitsies with other people, and it was old Lady in the Tramp. So it's like literally getting a blind person to do Lady in the Tramp, and he like goes way too far in, so it just ends up kissing. And everyone was so happy. Because 90% of that was him kissing Boozy.
It was too.
And Boozy,
Boozy, I don't think,
luckily, bless my heart, was the one that was getting punished for 90%
I don't
of
think
it.
Boozy's gonna do that paneling.
Oh, yes, he will.
Oh my gosh, he was not having
He was
a
mad,
time.
but he, by himself, being forced to eat tons of disgusting cupcakes, raised like 300
The
just by
garbage
himself.
can stayed on his side
Yeah.
like the whole time.
Until the kimchi, which someone then moved it closer to us, like they knew.
I love the people that would like find out what's in the cupcake and then instantly bring out their
Yeah.
phone.
The tell was people would read it and then their phones just come out and
Like
start
if it's something
recording.
just awful.
Like you're just like, oh fuck.
Somebody
Wasabi.
throws up, it's worth it.
Yes.
Wasabi, yeah, that one.
Wasabi was one. Honestly, wasabi is not as bad as kimchi. I would have preferred wasabi.
Semjay was eating one and he's like, "This isn't so bad. What is this?" And it was like anchovy.
Yeah,
paste.
anchovy paste. And he's like,
Apparently, it wasn't so bad.
so apparently he had both the fish ones.
Oh really?
He said both of the fish ones taste fine.
Oh my
They just
goodness.
taste weird. So apparently sweets and fish go together.
No.
It was also Friday, so
Dude, if there was just a solid piece of fish fry in there, I would have been fine. Like, I was honestly thinking, I could go for some fish fry and then that tartar sauce hit my
Bake
mouth.
a chicken nugget in there.
He did bake them. Putting a chicken nugget
Dude,
in
okay,
there
that's
was a
what I was
viable
saying. Is
option.
like, can you imagine what his house smelled like
Oh.
cooking these cupcakes? Like, do you think you just put them in all
Hey,
at
Falco, you want
once?
to check the time on that and reset the timer on it? You're good. You're good? Oh, you're checking it?
Gucci Mane,
Okay,
you're
good.
I looked
wow.
so many times at
By
a
the way,
podcast.
that's how our podcast usually goes. Like he'll notice something, be like, "Ooh, that," and then like what were we
Well, I
talking
want to
about?
make sure it records because by the end of our last night, it stopped itself and I don't know when it stopped.
Yep.
It's like you do that every podcast. We're like, wait, are we still
Yeah.
recording?
Like our last episode when it was just you and I. He was looking outside, and all of a sudden it's just like
Yeah.
a raccoon just went across the road.
Oh, dude, yeah, I was like, look, I blank out and talk, so I'll just be like this talking, like nothing's wrong, and I'm just like, I literally just see a raccoon fucking walk across the street outside our window, because I'm usually looking out the window, kind of just zoning.
Was he chunky?
Oh, he was fucking chonky. I was like, is that a cat? But no, that was a thick boy.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it is fluff and how much of it is just.
There's a lot of
fudge.
chonk.
I just want to punch.
Just want to grab it and just jiggle it.
Full of garbage, like shaking a tin can with pennies.
I remember seeing now I'm going off to thinking of that a whale that washed ashore full of like pennies and car parts, and someone was like, "Do they got any parts for 2006 like Chevy V8?" Asking for a friend.
All those videos where the whales like explode.
Oh, those are.
What if?
What happens if we blow this thing up with TNT so it doesn't rot our
Like, wasn't
fields?
there like dead fish parts like falling
Everywhere
on
in the
road?
town. It broke 3 cars.
Can you? Does my
This is
insurance-
okay.
Does my insurance cover that?
When everyone asks, how smart are Americans? This is Alaska's finest. Now, that's not saying a lot for Alaska just because they're so small, but still, TNT inside a whale?
That's so funny.
How do we fix this beached whale? Blow it up?
Blow it up.
That's America.
America.
You know, not like maybe get a tugboat, wrap it around its tail, just tug.
That would make sense.
Let the other fish. Come
Yeah, let the
see.
other fish eat it, you know?
Actually, by doing a tugboat, it actually makes it worse because you're adding that weight and then you're pushing more sediment onto the shore.
Shut
Oh my
up,
God,
Mr.
you
Facts
fucking
Man.
Okay, so I think that's most of the interesting events of this con.
We talked about fat raccoons and blowing up whales. That was
Yeah,
no con.
I realize we get off topic really easily.
Has anybody been in the pool yet?
Yeah, the pool is 80 degrees.
It's like a hot tub. It's so lovely. So we were like opening the doors,
And jumping out into the snow
doing
and making
snow angels,
and
and
jumping
then running back
in.
into the pool, getting that sweet
It was so
hypothermia.
warm. It makes your back tingly.
Yeah.
Like a really weird tingle.
Yeah,
And when you
that's
lay
called
down in the
frostbite.
when you lay down in the snow with warm water on your back, it's the weirdest feeling ever because you're like not uncomfortable for like 0.5 seconds and then it starts setting in and you're like, oh, but it's long enough for you to make the snow angel before your regret sets in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Go to the pool if you have.
Yeah, hit up that
real.
pool if you have any time.
You
It's
do
great.
know most pools in Wisconsin are supposed to stay at 80 degrees.
Well,
That's a fucking lie.
this is the first one that has, I guess. They set
Well,
a
hold on.
standard.
Furry migration is Minneapolis. They don't do anything right.
Oh. All right.
Put down his mic. He's walking away.
The laptop's gonna
I'm
probably
Furry
start on
Migration
fire.
AV crew, okay?
This
I'm just
is
gonna
a
leave.
two-man show now.
Yeah, what if the laptop just started on fire because we don't know how to manage anything?
What's this?
Control Z,
Guys, I'm gonna delete System 32.
F5.
Alta 4.
So actually on the radio earlier, I was joking around because we got just a like playing around channel on the radios right now. But the funny part is I'm like, hey, I have like Linux system. How do I delete System 32? And then I was just like, oh, I found it. And then take a bite out of an apple, like on air. It was just kind of funny.
My favorite is we were watching a PowerPoint karaoke, and one of the commands is just how you make Linux shit its pants.
Oh yeah, For the record, I analyzed that one.
Yeah, we're watching this, and this person's being forced to explain these codes, and Wolfletech's just next to us, just telling us what these codes do, and it's really funny what they're saying versus what he's saying. Is like, oh, this is the program you want to plug into everything because it makes it all work, and Wolfletech's like, this will make Linux shit itself.
RM/RF will literally delete everything.
Let's try it.
It's
Fluffed Up is not responsible for any damaged or destroyed technology based on information we provide.
Oh, it also had no preserved root, so there's no recovery.
Again, we are not responsible.
Do
Please
it.
don't do this.
Yes,
Do it.
we are not responsible.
Record it.
Yeah, send it to me. I will not reimburse.
Listen, it's just hours and hours of their coding life gone.
Yeah, just like me and the website
Honestly.
trying to like kill me.
If their coding life is gone, maybe they can actually start a real life. You
Maybe
know?
they can get a girlfriend to distract
like,
them from
they
this.
need their coding life gone. I love you, Wolf.
Honestly, you know what these cons need that we haven't, that like I have not seen that I see at anime cons all the time?
Chewy.
5 second dates
Anime
or 5
titties. What?
those literally there are like girls all over. If you ask the right people, they'll show you their tits.
I know.
No, those like minute dates.
Yeah, they did the speed dating at Amki.
Yeah, they do speed dating at like Anime
But they
Milwaukee.
kind of don't do it anymore, and I'm like wondering, oh, what happened? Like,
Some neckbeard
I
stalked
really
a
wanna know what
cosplayer.
happened.
You know what happened.
Chewy, back off the microphone because you're eating it.
But really, let's go raise the hands. Who would want speed dating at FurSquared? That's enough people to go out on dates with each other.
Welcome to the first annual FurSquared dating
All those
competition.
I'll host it next year. I
All those
promise.
people that raised their hands, go in the back. We'll see you in 30 minutes.
He'll show you his pee-pee.
What are we doing with the extra 29? Did I just hear that? All right,
Well.
so he's already got somebody. So just go to the back. We'll deal with you in about 30 minutes. You can be the peanut gallery.
Well, they already got the nut out of the way.
I'll show you my pog collection.
By the way,
You actually.
you touch Atty's backpack, you get an extra life. I'm pretty sure that's how this works.
Somebody came up.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Somebody was like, "You better not start hallucinating." I'm like, "Ah."
But yeah, this is pretty much how we do podcasts, just in the middle of Chewy's living room.
If you ever watched a live stream of mine, it's the same thing except we're looking at each other.
And there's no
Not
camera
lovingly,
involved.
it's kind of angrily. Sometimes Atty has a knife.
No, I'm usually sitting here texting like right now.
So, the ones who actually watch the listen or watch the podcast, we did shift to an audio-only reason, and that's because setup usually took about 2 hours.
I don't
Now we
know
can
why
just
it
plop
takes
down.
these people so long to put on a damn fursuit. Oh my gosh.
I have commitment
you are
issues.
so high maintenance. It's like.
Who, me or Wolf? I can get in really fast.
If you guys have seen my suit, I have fat digi legs, and I got I can just throw stuff on and sit down and be like, okay.
If I
ready?
really want to get
And
into
Chewy's
it,
in his underwear, 20 minutes in, like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm just sitting there eating a beef stick. I'm like, can we record? I have to go to bed.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee.
And that's-
Wolfletech's pooping. Chewy's making a pizza. Like, he's on the Domino's website. Do we
Oh,
want
yeah,
cinnamon sticks?
I think I've ordered a pizza during a podcast once.
We always
Yes, and it got
prioritize
delivered
after
during the
pizza more
podcast.
than the podcast.
There's also been times where I've been live streaming and I order a pizza and it's like in the middle of a big game and I just have to go run back and like the webcam sees me just grabbing like a handful of pizza and just flopping it down on the floor and going back to gaming. I have a weird problem.
What's that pizza we get from what is it, Papa John's? No, Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, so it's a
is
it's a layered pizza. So it was, I don't remember the name.
It's got like chicken.
It's essentially a meatzilla pizza, topped with another like layer of dough, and then layered with more meat and meat
But
on top
got
of it.
like chicken and stuff.
Yeah, it's got.
in it.
Well, that's
the-
meat.
Well, you say it's got like chicken.
I like meat.
Thank you, Falco.
Hello. Oh. Yeah, they're so good. Go to Papa Murphy's. I think it's a bacon ranch. No, chicken ranch. Chicken something ranch. Go get that pizza. Oh my god. It's so
Sponsor
good.
us, please.
What was that, Keck?
Everyone ignored you when you said that.
What did you say?
I like meat.
Yeah, I heard you.
Wolfletech's
I choose to
gay.
ignore.
Yeah, they tend to choose to ignore me, and then they usually go off on a tangent for about 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, I have a fact!
15 minutes of Wolfletech.
Wolfletech, give me a fact about this building.
So, it's in Brookfield.
You really don't have some
It ha-
unusual fact about this building?
Wow.
It was built in multiple wings.
I've stumped the Wolfletech.
So was my chicken wings.
It has recently been renovated, and if you went to FurSquared last year, you know that firsthand.
They built a convention center down the street that looks awfully better than this, and I hope we move to.
Wolfletech, tell me a
I
fact
don't.
about honeybees.
They are going extinct, and I couldn't find honey at Quick Trip.
Really? Oh, well.
Honeybees
That
like
quick trip.
marijuana.
Yeah, probably.
No, they really
No,
love marijuana crops.
I want honey weed.
Chewy, in an afterlife, are you gonna...
Honeyweed would be amazing.
Is that a thing?
I think that is.
It is? Okay.
I've-
Can you hook us up with some?
I've been trying to find weed this whole time.
If I go to Illinois, can you hook me up
You know
with
what's
some?
funny? Is we were with one of
Damn
my
it.
Bus driver.
one of the people in our room that we're staying with. I'm like, hey, can you text and see if we can like somebody can hook us up? And he sends a message to a group text, and he gets like 5 responses right away, and it's all people like, hey, if you find anyone, let me know. Like, I'm like, why do all these people want weed, but nobody brings any?
We live 40 minutes from a goddamn legal state. Someone can be the guy that ferries it up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to take one for the team and give it to me.
except don't convince me while I'm trying to extract Connor from Chicago to bring some back with me.
Do it!
Do it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, so
You're
many,
the most dad
so many
person.
people.
No one would stop you.
Yeah, I was like, so many people were busted at the
Out of
border
it,
when
literally
they came over.
everybody. You're the person they would not stop.
Hello, officer. They'd see your like plump little face
Yeah, like,
and be like,
oh,
oh,
look at these chubby little dad cheeks. This man doesn't smoke weed.
this man wouldn't hurt a
Don't
fly.
check his car.
He works for a school.
Just wear my badge, like I'm a good boy.
Wear your little quick trip bag.
Smuggling 5 kilos in the back.
Don't look at my look. It was checked by TSA. It doesn't have drugs in it.
Oh, his fursuit's green, so the entire inside's just filled with fucking weed.
Was I with you or Scarlett when we got pulled over? Was I?
You were with Scarlett, and the cop was like,
I had my
"What's-
fursuit on my lap, and we were just like, I don't know, it was late at night, he pulled us over for something dumb, and he shines the light in the car, and he sees Atty on my lap, he's like, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's a fursuit, I came back from a thing I was doing, he's like, everyone has different hobbies.
Damn.
Yeah.
Listen, sir, I'm sorry mine isn't acting like a tough piece of shit.
Oh, dude, I'm so not ashamed to be a furry, but my face was so red, because I'm like, I don't want to be explaining this to a
So here's a
policeman.
joke. I'm a firefighter, so we have that rivalry, so I just make fun of them way too much.
But you're
Sure.
like volunteer.
I get paid.
Yeah,
I'm
but
paid
like,
on call.
most firefighters are like
Most
volunteer,
firefighters
aren't
are paid on call or
Well,
volunteer.
so it
Unless you're
Oh,
inner
you-
city.
in the
Your
fire.
neighbor Billy could be a firefighter by tomorrow, though.
No, it take a summer.
Volunteer work. Oh, a summer camp.
Yes, technically summer
Oh my
college.
God.
Welcome to Firefighter. Summer
WCTC,
camp.
motherfucker.
I am
Represent.
Start punching each
I am
other.
your counselor, Wolfletech. I light things on fire. You put them out. Congratulations, you graduate.
Sometimes I think about burning.
What if I wanted us to hang out, so I purposely lit something on fire, so you'd be on call, and I'd be like, "Hi, Huey."
So
You just see me
So
sitting
As you're-
next to a pile of burning garbage. Hi, Huey. You wanna go get pizza?
You're in a squad car. Hey, Chewy.
Hi, Huey.
They got the window down for some reason. You're just waving, hey.
You want some podcast?
So knowing Atty, it would just be like a pile of weed and be like, man, this is so lit. You want to go get pizza?
I would not burn the weed. What a waste.
Again, one of my favorite newsreels. Like bales of marijuana are like caught on fire, and the firefighters that went to go like deal with it were just like stoned off their asses. And it's just a picture of all these firefighters just fucking slumped over against the fire truck, and it's just like they asked for pizza. And it's like, dude, yes.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the picture where it's like police got like 50 kilo things of cocaine, but it said 49, and it shows a police officer with like a brick in his jacket.
This is in like Venezuela. Every chat thread with that is, I can't believe they got 32 bales of weed. Oh, I can't believe that the station just called. They got 26 bales of weed. That's a lot, guys. The news report, yeah, they got 12 bags of weed. It's national news. They recovered 1 bag of weed.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this dude's just got like literally a square in his shirt. It's really obvious. I like that this podcast is 90% talking about memes we saw on the internet like 10 years ago. And just trying to describe them.
Is that like when we're like 50 talking about this shit? Is that going to be considered like, oh my
Remember
gosh?
that boy?
Oh, you Gen
Oh
Z.
shit, here he comes.
No, nobody talks about that boy anymore.
Yes, who remembers that boy?
What's
Hey,
that?
there we go.
What's the latest meme right now?
Coronavirus.
There.
Pretty sure this Asian.
What else? No, I know there's more.
World War
Don't
III.
participate.
What?
World War III.
No, that's
That one's
like
kinda-
2 years old. 2
I
years
keep
old
saying
now.
toss a coin to your Witcher.
That's really old. That was
That's
back
not
when that
that
was
old.
like 3 months old.
Oh,
World War III was 1 month old. Come on,
I wonder
what's
if
the
I
new
would-
fresh February memes,
I don't
boys?
know, but we'll find out probably next week. Because when you work in a middle school, they're about 2 months late to the game, and then they do it everywhere.
I did see one that was really funny of a guy saying, I'm done with this world, and jumps off a flat Earth and just lands on a flat Mars real hard.
I found this that just came up. It says use frozen urine to cool down a bowl of hot urine and not dilute the flavor. I love Facebook.
If you're really into piss play but don't want as much of a mess, just rub that all over them.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
But yeah, so
Oh wait, no, I know the new meme. It's Isabel asking for Doom Eternal, and Doomslayer asking for Animal Crossing. That's the new meme.
I only want a Switch literally because I just want to play Animal Crossing, and it's like that's not a valid reason to get a whole ass new system, but like
You can just borrow ours. Like, just come to our house and play
to play hours of Animal Crossing.
Just
no,
you show up
please.
to our house, like your mom drops you off. I'm here to play Animal Crossing.
Hello, I'm here to collect
Just
bells.
sitting on our couch. Addie, you have to go home. No!
I haven't shaken all the trees yet.
One more day.
Must pay back the raccoon.
So my favorite joke right now, has anyone been following game releases recently?
I'm following.
So, Cyberpunk recently pushed itself back to like what, August, October?
Don't remind me.
Now, the funny thing about this is all the things that pushed themselves back to avoid Cyberpunk to that exact same month that are now again going up against Cyberpunk. And just, I'm gonna love getting to there and they're like, oh, we're pushing our game back a month so that we have it all fine-tuned. Fine-tuned.
Speaking of fine tune, has anyone seen the Sonic movie yet?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Sonic!
It's playing
No.
across the street. Oh wait, do people?
No spoilers?
It's a Sonic movie. The plot doesn't matter.
Robotnik is a wonderful individual and I would give my life for him.
It's Jim
After
Carrey.
this, we're all going to see Sonic. You do not have a choice.
Okay, my one complaint, when it comes out on box set, I want the unedited version.
Do you think they finished it? Like all
They
the-
had to
You know
finish
what,
the
you're
render.
right, you're right.
I want to see the first render. I don't care how bad it is, I need to watch
It's like
it.
he's so cute in this
Yeah.
movie. I couldn't get over
He's
it. so I'm like,
adorable.
what would it be like if it was the old model?
Because I'm watching some bits and I'm like, this would be a fucking horror movie. Like, this isn't much of a spoiler. There's one part where he's like looking through a window and it's like, oh, this is cute. what if it was the old
Can you
model?
imagine being in a car next to that?
Yeah. Like you look out your window and there's just this demonic looking thing with the little beady eyes.
It's like, honey, I'm done taking PCP after.
God, driving on like acid is a horrible
But
idea.
yo, that movie theater is so dope.
So it's like a Marcus Theater, and it has trays, and you walk in there, you can order
It's a
food, and they'll bring you
restaurant and a
food.
theater, so you feel like a toddler in a high chair. You sit down and it's like
So
they'll
big,
bring
and you got
food.
this big thing, and we're sucking down ices, and Eddie spills it all over
I
herself.
did.
Needed a bib and got it all over her teeth. Like,
Yeah, my teeth
felt like a
stained
proper baby.
proper baby. My teeth stained so bad.
It looked like she like drank blood.
Dude, and I just went around like greeting people the rest of the day.
Brains.
Sandy.
Rings.
Son.
I'm really surprised they didn't make a joke about the Sonic the food chain.
Nah. Oh yeah, why didn't they stop at Sonic?
Yeah, exactly. Is Sonic officially dead? Is it like just
No.
gone?
No.
I love
That was a
Sonic.
perfect joke opportunity because they really went
Do
into
you
branding.
have to know how to roller skate to work there?
No.
Okay.
No, they
Can you
won't.
just run like Naruto run with the plate
Can I
on your
try
back
my
going
best to
"Meow."
roller skate? And do I get a second try if I drop the food?
That depends. What's their worker compensation model?
I don't fucking know. We didn't work there.
Like, there's
All
like,
the Sonic
there's like
closed
2
down.
left in the state. I don't know.
You have a better
There's
chance at an
more
A
than
and W.
two.
I want to learn. Where's the nearest?
I know that there's one in some
I
prairie.
want to go get a corn dog.
Oh,
Dang it! I'm not gonna be. Oh, okay. Sonic near me.
a review. I almost choked on a stick that you guys put in your corn dog, and they're like,
Yo,
ma'am, it comes with a stick.
It's 7 miles away. Ooh, and its first picture is their mozzarella sticks.
Everybody, we're going to Sonic. No.
Actually, I want to go get sushi, but it closes
Ooh,
at 10:30.
sushi.
There's so many sushi places around
Oh,
here. I
man.
was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
It's a
Well,
14-minute drive.
So, because this con is based in Brookfield, which is a very posh district of Waukesha,
Posh sunshine.
there's a lot of really good food places here.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys are just eating at the mall, you guys need to, like, just drive around. There's a Cops that's, like, 2 miles down. That place has the best, like, freaking burgers and fries out there. There's, not an A&W, but there's, like, everything else. There's an Olive Garden,
If
for
you go
Christ's
to
sake.
A&W, order root beer because they take it off the tap and it tastes totally different
Yeah.
than it would in a
It's-
can.
they're
It
all
is
properly on the
so
tap.
Good. Oh my gosh.
also, there's a quick trip 8 miles with. Also, fun fact about A&W. Anybody have A&W root beer at the A&W restaurant? Raise your hand. A&W Restaurants does not actually own the A&W root beer. They just so happen to serve it.
Fucking what?
Yes. So what it is they sold it off to Dr. Pepper 7-Up because they needed the capital, and then they get the rights to it, but they have to buy their own rights back to serve it at their own restaurants.
This makes me uncomfortable
Welcome
to levels I
America.
did not understand before.
Welcome to capitalism.
America.
America! Fuck yeah!
Fudge, yeah.
Wolfletech, just say fuck for Christ's sake. This podcast won't end until you say it.
I know how to make him say fuck.
Literally, this podcast ends when you say fuck.
Fucking better.
That's $50 towards charity that was just placed down on the table for Wolfletech to
$50
say
towards
fuck.
our Sonic trip. $50 to take people to movies. Actually, that's only like 4 people.
Wolfletech, say fuck.
Why?
Say
Better
fuck.
say it.
Do it.
Will you vote for me in 2020?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, guess what? Fuck you all!
We still actually have 10 minutes.
What are some of the goodies you guys have found around the con? Because I have a lovely picture of the Grinch laminated. Yeah, there you are. And I also, there's yarn balls,
You wanna pass
worm
me
on a
my,
string.
Pass me my bag.
There was some RAM on the table.
I have RAM.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you want to
Okay.
pick up RAM?
Who here wants stuff?
I heard
No,
RAM and I
my
got
Chewy
very,
bag.
very
Bag.
excited.
Chewy bag. Give me my Chewy bag.
I have RAM.
He has like 5 sticks.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, it
There's
is
so much
one-
cool stuff.
1
like-
gigabyte of PC2.
Give me that. I can put that in my computer.
Oh, you
There's
can.
not porn on this, is there? Don't crash my computer.
On RAM.
RAM. It's RAM.
Give me it. I'll put it in my computer.
Well, RAM it someplace else.
Chewy. Put it to your computer while it's
got
on.
another
Put it
one.
in your
Here you
computer
go.
when it's on. Cool, guys. I'm now
Okay.
gonna have 14 gigs of RAM.
I just
That's
love
only
that
2 gigs.
people
Exactly,
put random
yeah.
shit.
I already
all over
have
the place
12.
for you to have.
Alright, I do want to know this.
As a
Why do you
hoarder,
have 2
I
sticks of
love
1
it.
gigabyte RAM in
I
your bag?
found them lying around on the con.
Oh, that's a condom. That's not what I meant to pull out.
I have
That's for later. Okay, I actually have 2. Who wants a condom?
Who wants a condom?
I got 2,000 of them.
Did you guys-
inflate it.
Did you guys meet the guy who's walking around with a bag of condoms and
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
We took 2 of those condoms and we inflated them with an air mattress.
Yeah, I got
pump,
the
and we
lube,
played volleyball.
Who wants cool business cards?
We got
I'll
all,
take more.
we got all of them in our room. We dumped them on our body.
Why? Nobody wants your business card.
Yeah.
Contact me for business inquiries. Oh my god.
As Atty pulls out her business
Shut your
card.
mouth!
I'm only gonna take a business card if you give it to me like they would in Japan.
Okay, come up here.
Can we have a demonstration, please?
Arigato gozaimasu.
I was in Japan. It was really uncomfortable when they do that because I feel like it's too official. They did that. So they were sampling out now and laters at a Don Quixote, and they just give you like a little tiny candy and they go like this to you and hand it out like that. And I'm like, this is too official for a really tiny candy.
Japan doesn't exist.
Japan is a whole other
It
level.
doesn't exist.
It is the purest and most wholesome place in the world, and the most xenophobic. Their old people really like to gamble too, but I guess that's the same here.
Dude, old people love to gamble because it's
Dude,
like
they
they
come
don't
to
have
Vegas.
much longer.
Here
anyway.
goes my pension.
Yeah, like what does it matter?
For the record, I like to gamble and go to casinos whenever I.
You're still supposed to
have
take me my
$20.
first time.
Yeah, I wanna go
Okay,
gamble.
that's a story for another time.
Why are
We still have like 7 minutes.
We're by
First-
Milwaukee. Why aren't
First
we gambling?
time.
Fine, we'll do it. So, Madison used to be 18 because it's bingo based. I'm not going to explain that because we've already had enough Wolfletech facts. But I was going to take him. He turned 18, but then they turned it to 21 because they started serving alcohol. And I didn't know that, so I felt really bad. So we talked to the guard for about half an hour.
Chewy's fucking pissed.
Chewy's pissed again.
What if that was just every time I get angry after I record a little bit, why is Chewy angry? My pants got wet while on a delivery.
Can't see my forehead.
I backed into the back of a pickup truck.
Shut the fuck up!
Context, please.
I backed into a pickup truck. What the fuck
What
more
more do you need?
Is that why the dent's in my bumper?
Yes.
Damn it.
So, Chewy has a PT Cruiser. And he,
I'm sorry.
at one point in time,
It's been
I'm
going
sorry.
strong for like 5 years. This thing should die by now.
I just broke down.
he's told me it runs like a tank.
It is a tank. It's been in like 3 different car accidents and it
makes-
looks like it's fine.
It makes so many
With
fun
a dent in the
noises.
back tailgate.
That's the only part that's. I got a full front end collision at high speeds. There's like a little tiny crack in the bumper. These things. Is Decknell still here? No, he left. He also had a PT Cruiser.
I wouldn't want to stay.
These things live
I had a
through
suburban deck
anything.
into it and the door's just gone.
Yeah, PT Cruisers will not die.
I hope somebody just smashes your car.
Speaking of which, you guys now know which my car is. So if any of you fucking do anything, I know it's one of you guys.
Leave us a present.
Wait, there's like 4 PT Cruisers out there.
It's the red one with the 5 paw.
God damn!
Thank you.
That narrows it down to like 2.
Section C.
Hey, we already said that it has a dent in the
Still
tailgate.
narrows it down to like 2.
Wait,
Dent in tailgate.
Actually, it's not in Section C anymore. We moved
Oh,
it.
that's right, we
Dent
did.
in tailgate.
Yeah.
I've
Small
only
crack
seen
on
one that
bumper.
has a dent in the tailgate.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm gonna go fix that.
Like,
after
to be
this
fair, the bumper is fine.
Just draw
And
a dick on the
like,
back.
the
please.
back part of it.
Yeah, it is very dirty. So draw penises on my car.
Don't worry, on the back of my Suburban I wrote, I can't see you. I literally can't see anyone behind me, it's so
Oh my-
dirty.
So, anyway, we have 5
6
minutes left.
5 minutes
5
left.
minutes
So we
left.
should probably start ending it so that we can pack
Uh,
everything up.
That's enough to sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
I have one quick question.
Mama. Ooh. That's the only part we needed.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Will you do the
Bend it.
fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo.
Monetize.
Yes, because we're so good. It's
Yeah, we're so
accurate.
good. Content's ideal figure. So my favorite memory of this song, real quick as we're finishing off, Appleton, downtown, windows closed at the beginning, hotbox the car, drive through downtown with the windows down, smoke billowing out, and singing to people on the street Bohemian Rhapsody, and then singing back because we're playing it so loud.
Wait, in the car? Hotboxing what?
The car.
With what?
Vape. It was vape. Hey, that's the easiest way to hotbox a car because they make so much goddamn
I like
smoke.
how you're like, we hotboxed it with some nice lemon lime.
Tastes like blueberries. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Listen.
Scaramouche.
In my defense, I feel like that's what Freddie Mercury would have wanted. That's the gayest possible smell.
Sure.
With that, I think it's time to finish this off.
I have one last question.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Anybody ski or snowboard here that didn't go to FurSquared?
Wolfletech, shut the hell up.
I'm trying to do some promotion.
And how much does it help?
A sticker.
You get a sticker.
Yeah.
I want to give stickers.
Okay, as we finish this up, you can come collect stickers.
Or business cards.
Or business cards. I've been Chewy.
Atty, I make content very unrelated to how I talk here.
We still have a few minutes.
Whatever. They don't want to be here much
I got an
longer.
appointment.
Do you swear?
Where's your appointment at?
If I tell you, you'll be ashamed of me.
Is it to fix your...
Are you going to the Fursuit party?
One of them.
Fun!
Do you want to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have one condom. I'll just be like the mother, like, does anybody need one?
Your dick looks a little small.
Are
This
you
one might
staying
fit you.
hydrated? You've been going for a while.
Remember? Okay, well...
Wrap your willy. Don't look silly.
Okay, remember New Year's... Was that the Halloween party at Mineshaft?
Yes.
Yeah, a person randomly gave Chewy
Oh, yeah.
A condom.
a condom
I have the
at a
picture.
bar in the downtown of his home.
They were dressed as a married couple. Isn't your face in that sticker pack?
He looks
Yes.
so disturbed. It's
If
just a
you-
condom and then blurred in the back Wolfletech.
If you have the man in charge,
The Wolfletech sticker
it's
pack
literally
that I
being
run.
like this. It's literally
If
this.
you take a picture now and send it to Atty, any of those will show up on him. Of him will show up in that sticker pack.
All right, I'm now ready to end if we want to.
But-
So.
Yes, now let's actually end it
all.
as we pack up. Thank you
End
guys
it
for
fun.
coming. This has been fun. We're going to try to do this at more cons. So probably a quantifer in this one, and I feel like MFF would not like us, but we'll try.
Oh gosh, MFF won't take any panel. They're ridiculous. And all their panels suck, so it's
Yeah.
like,
So of
whatever.
course, us being hilarious, they wouldn't accept us.
Sure.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yep.
Bye! You can end the recording, Falco.
Oh yeah, our ending. We can't. Oh, we lost our sweet ending.
It makes it easier for me to edit it, because then I could just go like straight up.
Put the money somewhere safe.